Dun, 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 dun. You're rocking with
God.
the Edmondson family. You're rocking with the Edmondson family.
So extra. Yeah, so extra. So extra.
Haters hating.
The sky turns gray against a fiery display of red and golden hues, like the day I fell for you. So what will you do when the sun begins to fall? I'm waiting here for you. Won't you answer my call? Don't you wanna get cold?
Yes, sir. Get cozy with us. Yes, welcome to Love Social. Welcome back.
Welcome.
Episode 2
Already.
already. Yeah, I know. I'm actually kind of excited about it. I'm excited. Yeah, episode 2. We out here lasting, y'all. No.
I know.
So, no.
Don't put the, what is it? Don't put the horse before the what is it?
Don't put the cow.
The cart before the horse. There we
Oh.
go. Got
Yeah.
it.
I didn't know what the hell you was talking about.
Follow me.
Nah, you hang with your mama too much.
I'm an old soul in a young body.
Yeah, clearly. So, no. Welcome to welcome to the second episode of Love Social. I'm your host, CJ from the Ski, also known as Alon, and this is my wife,
Kiara.
Kiara, like
AKA Pumpkin.
Punky.
AKA K-Baby.
I know that's right. Yeah. Ooh, gave you some sound effects. Ooh, okay. Okay, baby. Oh, you trying to sing. Jesus Christ. So, welcome to episode 2. We're going to talk about today. I think last week we left off on just talking about how we met, which was on social media. So, that was that. And now we back at it. And this time I think we want to talk about something that came up early on in our relationship, you know, when folks was being like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Cricket.
I'm trying not
Cricket.
to say nothing disrespectful, but you know,
What, thirsty? What are you fishing for?
no, you mean you used to be on one back in the day.
Oh,
Yeah.
you talking about me.
Yeah, your trust
Okay.
issues. So
Yep.
trust, I guess some relationships start like, okay, you got free reign, and then fuck up, and then that's when we start having trust issues. And then some relationships are starting like, I'm gonna be skeptic. I'm gonna be a skeptic for the entire time because I'm unsure if you
That's
are
right.
trustworthy. And I think you were the latter.
I was because infidelity is rampant when it comes to women. And so
You mean when it comes to women cheating on men?
no,
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
no,
exactly.
no,
Yeah.
no. The other way around. So when I started college, look, I was sheltered. I was very protected growing up. I didn't get to do much. So by the time I got to college, I let everything hang out, okay? So my freshman year, in the terms of Megan Thee Stallion, I was on my thought. Bleep.
Yo. Oh, you
Yes.
was on your
Because-
thought.
Yes, thank you. And the reason I was is because I had dealt with in my teen years infidelity, not on my behalf, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to play them before they play me. I'm not going to let anyone get close, and I'm going to show.
like a dude.
Yes, I was. I don't even think like a man was out at that time, but I was, and my thought process was, let me play them the way that they play me. And that's what I was on my freshman year. Some call it thought shit. I was calling it, hey, tables turned.
Getting it how you living.
Hey. I wasn't using. I wasn't using for anything. I was just, spreading my wings.
Mm-hmm. I don't even
Why
know
are
if
you staring at my legs?
I don't know if I wanted to hear that. You going to say something? You gonna say
It's
something?
no different than what you was doing.
Uh-huh. Yeah. No, I was. No, I was doing. No, well, I mean, 'cause I was single. I was single.
As I was too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but when we got together, it wasn't like I gave you any fuel or anything like that to say
You're
like you all right, I'm cheating or I shouldn't be trusted. You just was like right off the back just making it hard, like real hard, like, oh, why you going here, why you doing that,
You're right.
who you hanging with. And now that you in a different space, I would love to hear your thought process back then, because we've never really talked about it, because I'm like, I'm not trying to fuck up a good thing, and we're in a good space now, so what's the point? It doesn't matter now. But now, hey, we doing the show, so
Yeah.
I would love to hear your thought process on
Yeah,
why
so
you can trust
up,
me.
That's right. Growing up, I guess I didn't have a true, what I would call a true father figure.
Oh,
Someone that
you already know
showed
the music
me,
was coming.
someone that showed me what it was like to love a woman and be dedicated and committed to a woman. My mom had a single boyfriend that I thought the world of, at least the one that I remember. And then she dealt with the same thing, infidelity, and that relationship ended and it broke my heart at a young age. And so from that very moment, I'm like, men ain't shit. So if you gonna play, I'm not gonna let you play me. And of course, throughout teenage years, we all have our teenage love, and heart got broken. So when you came along, I'm like, I have a brick wall, and I'm not going to let you enter my heart until you show me otherwise, that you are not, a cheater, that you are not going to perpetuate the same stereotype that I have seen all my life. So yes, I had a wall, and I did not trust you, and I did make things hard for you, and I'm glad you stuck around. That's why you're my baby.
Yeah, well, and let me tell you something. The shit wasn't easy.
No.
It wasn't easy at all, because when I come from being basically able to do and move how I want to move, or whatever the case may be, and I had never really had a serious relationship up until this point, so I didn't know what was normal. Like, okay, is this normal? Is this how girls are supposed to act when they are crazy about somebody? And then to just find out, like, oh, wait a minute, it's not normal. But at that point, like, you in love, so it's like, what do? Do you like backtrack and be like, this is weird, this is not how it's supposed to be? Or do you say, okay, I'm just gonna we're gonna plow through it and work it out? I think we tried to work it out, but we fought a lot over stupid shit when we got together, because I don't know. You can explain your mindset.
Prior to me even meeting you, and I think it was kind of what led me to Facebook and just searching through friends, just looking for someone to talk to, was at the end of my freshman year in college. I was kicking it with someone, and that someone, I had access to his dorm room and everything. And one particular day at the end of the school year, he kind of brushed me off. Mind you, I had belongings at his dorm because we were kicking it real heavy. So I'm like, well, why you're not answering my calls? I know you're at home. You said you were at home. You claim you're asleep. So what do I do? Because, I'm untrustworthy, and I'm just going to pop up. Well, to my surprise, I popped up, and I've not only found him in his room, but I also found him in his room naked with another female. So yeah, that's why I have trust issues.
Damn.
You came to me when I was broken, and you helped mend my broken heart, babe.
What do you mean? You two talking about broken?
I was broken.
I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say he was broken, but you definitely.
My thought process.
It it was a lot of work. Like I do believe that people have, well, in any relationship, relationships are like, business challenge is a challenge. So you can't just get with somebody and just be like, we're together and that's it. And then you only think about the good times, like, going out and dinners and playing, doing all the fun shit that people see in a relationship, because you can't do that 24/7.
That's right.
And so I think what happens is you create like tolerance levels of what you can take. And then after that, once you hit those peaks, then it's like, all right, now I need to evaluate, do I even want to be here? And that shit was happening a lot early, fast. Cause like, yeah, I didn't even do that. Like, I could blink wrong and you'd be popping off at me.
That's right. You did. And I apologize. But listen, when I met you, I swear all of your friends, I felt like this is what I saw. They were all females. And I'm like, if I'm supposed to be priority, why are there so many females around you? And how do I know that you're not checking for them, or they're not checking for you, or y'all haven't done anything? But when you're hanging out with them and I am, a whole city, away, a whole hour away from you, I don't know what you're doing.
It's not that I just happen to have a lot of female. I didn't have a lot of female friends. Like I had like a less than a handful of female friends, but that was beside the point, because I think I brought you around them and everything like that, and I think you could see that there was nothing, that was a completely platonic relationship with all my female friends. But I think your issue was, like we said in the first episode, we were dating long distance for a year.
Yep.
And we were in different cities, like, so it was like hour and a half between us, depending on the weather. So it could have been like a mixture of just being so far away from each other that maybe you were scared of, versus, if you were there to keep an eye on me, because you do some crazy shit. Now I got a story to tell too.
No. Okay. Well, let's hear it.
I don't know if you.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I'm just playing. It ain't that bad, but it is, something I want you to hear. So,
okay. Do I know it?
I don't know if you know it.
Oh, goodness.
But let me tell y'all the story, y'all. Yeah. So, basically, I used to work at, and just so y'all know, y'all gonna hear this music when we got story time. So I used to work at the gym at Grand Valley when we were in college, and Kiara used to come up there, and she would sit in the lobby area of the gym, but she was like menacing. There were some very beautiful women that worked at the gym, and she felt some type of way. Like, I'm a nice guy, and I'm talkative and chatty with everybody, but not necessarily disrespectful.
Let's talk about that, okay? Because our show is called Love Social. So the reason you skipped out on the reason I did that, okay? The reason that I came up to his job and would sit outside his job is because one day we had met up at Kirkhoff, which is our rec center for the college. And I was looking on his phone, and he had decided to befriend one of the new employees, which was, I think she was like a freshman. He befriended her on Facebook, and then all of her pictures were provocative. So I'm like, okay, is there something you like?
I ain't got no control over that.
Something you wanted to see? Like, why did you befriend her? For what reason? Y'all see each other at work. So what did you need to become Facebook friends for?
It was the Facebook thing to do.
Nah.
But see, see how she just butted in. See, a hurt dog. What they say? A hurt dog always howls. I
don't know.
All the
Talking about me old school.
Yeah. All the old heads out there, if y'all listening, yeah, let me know what that means. But no, she would sit out there and be staring at us and the girls that's working in the front desk,
because they were always working together.
And like one day it got bad to the point where my manager told me that she needed to leave. She needed to leave the area. She can't sit at the study tables no more. And I'm thinking like, well, first of all, you can't tell her she can't sit at the fucking table that's for everybody to use. But then at the same time, I was thinking, oh, thank God.
Oh, really?
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Because it was irritating. Like, because I wasn't doing anything. And it's just like, why, like.
So if the tables were turned and a new attractive male started working at my place of employment and I befriended him on Facebook, and you scrolled through my phone and you saw pictures of his shirt all off and him posing and stuff, you wouldn't feel any type of way?
Yes and no. I would be on alert. Mm-hmm. Put it that way. I would be on alert. I don't know if I would be like, how you was like. I
don't play.
Yeah.
I don't play about mine.
No, you just crazy. that ain't playing. That's just you psycho. You psycho. And you got kicked out of this to work to can sit in the front of the damn rec center. But then I had to take myself off the front desk rotation. So I couldn't see your ass looking at me crazy while I'm trying to work. I'm literally having to work in the weight room, which is the worst shift ever. And like you was there just like menacing. Like on some creep stuff. Now mind you, y'all, I've never cheated on my wife, ever. And up until that point, we didn't really have a lot of friends that were in committed relationships like us. So it was kind of hard. It was kind of hard to kind of get to figure out who we could hang with, that we could vibe at the same level. We did have a lot of friends that were couples at the time that we hung out with. And I think that's kind of where it started, like where we started, socially hanging out with people as couples. But for me, it was an opportunity to always try to see like, okay, what other couples are doing, how are they interacting in public, or, hey, would my guy get mad if, or my guy's girlfriend, would he get mad if she was, if he was looking at pictures or something like that and would she pop off? And I don't think it would be as bad, but at the same time, I don't know. You kind of crazy though.
Yeah.
Because they would be like all out and saying like, yeah, we've been together X amount of years, and they would have, a lot of them would have already infidelity issues and stuff like that. I mean, this was way in college, so it's like
right.
they would already have issues with cheating and stuff like that. But they would always say, yeah, we worked out and this and that. They would have a reason to have all of these issues with infidelity, but I got the short end of the stick because I was getting accused without even doing nothing.
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. I mean, I did. I tried. That saying, what is it? If you look for something, you'll find it. Or better yet, the mind sees, or the eye sees what the mind thinks. Let me go real philosophical on you.
Where you heard that from? Where the hell you done heard that from? You ain't heard that from nobody.
Yes. So basically, if you're looking hard enough for something, your mind will tell you that it is something that it may not be. So I was looking for things, and every little thing, it could have been something so simple and innocent, and I made it out to be something that it was not, because I was looking for him to prove me right that all men are dogs. So unfortunately and fortunately, you did stick around through that, but that's what it was. I was looking for that because so I could say, aha, I knew it. I knew it.
It was hard. It was hard because, like I said, I had never, before I met you, I didn't have any real serious relationships. So, it was kind of like one of those things where I had left a relationship prior to you where it was long distance anyway. So I didn't really have to be like, held accountable for anything. But then at the same time, I'm a pretty loyal person, I feel like. So I always was like, felt like I should be given the benefit of the doubt. And you, out of nowhere, I don't know, you just felt like, I don't know if you felt like maybe, a ninja was looking too good, you know what I'm saying? And,
it was my insecurities. It was.
But I felt if I'm being honest, I felt like I had to tame my jealousy. Like, because I wasn't, when I was growing up, it was always like, well, you know, I had 3 big sisters and then me and then a little brother. And so it was always like, I always felt like I was always doing my own thing and stuff like that. So I never really, you know, kind of moved to anybody's drum or beat to anybody's drum, whatever that shit is, however you say that shit. But, you know, one of the things that I think worked out for me was that I always somehow figured out a way to not do the shit I was seeing other guys that I knew doing. Like, you know, so like if Cass was cheating, I would like, well, I would break up with you before it would get to that point.
Yeah, you did always tell me that.
But
Yep.
it just kind of felt like when I got with you, it was like, man, now I'm being checked about it. I'm being questioned about it. And I ain't did shit wrong. And that's what drove me crazy because, like, I don't know. What was going through your mind?
Look, I was trying to find something to prove in my mind that you were a dog and you were no different than any other man that I had previously dated.
Failed
and
experiment.
So, thank goodness. I mean, look, 3 kids later, and no, we're not going for a 4th, and no boys. Sorry, babe, no legacy for you.
No boys. I'm not gonna get any boys because I'm not gonna try again. I think, and yeah, we ain't gonna get on that because we got an episode about that.
Oh,
but,
sorry.
But no, I agree. No, we not getting no more. But no, it took a lot because it, like I said, it was one of those things where you just was basically like.
And you know, I truly value and honor you because, look, I told you guys I was on my thought. Beep, where my beep at, babe?
I ain't beeping you for no shit like that.
I was on that my freshman year, and so
I'm playing the cricket. Yeah, I don't want to hear no shit like that. I was on my thought.
But listen, I was my freshman, for our sophomore years when Alon transferred to Grand Valley from, where'd you go? Lance
Community College.
Yep. So you transferred to Grand Valley and you had to look at all of the previous failed experiments that I had been involved in my freshman year. And you took that shit and you really did not let that sway your confidence. You were just,
Well, and thank you, I'm always a confident guy. I've always been like that. Some call it cocky. I don't think it's cockiness. It's not cockiness.
It's just you believe in yourself and you know your self-worth.
Well, that, and I'm humble. Mm-hmm. I am humble. I'm humble, but I'm like arrogant a little bit.
Yes.
But naturally, so, rightfully so. I mean, if you're not confident in yourself, nobody else will be. And like, I never felt like I was doing anything wrong anyway. I've always been like, like a faithful guy. So like, I felt like, hey, here's my phone. Take my phone. You got a fingerprint on it. You got a retina. You got a Face ID on it. Shit. You have access to my accounts because technically, I use the keychain. So since you have access to, with the touch Face ID, then you have access to my keychain. So you have all my passwords. Mm-hmm. Any app I have out there.
Yes, listen, man. Back in the day, I used to go through this man's phone at least 2-3 times a day. I'm talking about every night. I was on that phone browsing. That's how little trust I had in you. I was. All the time. All the time. Even if you gave me the password, it didn't matter. I was still looking for some dirt.
Man, you dropping bombs on me like that? Using my phone?
Listen, you know how I was. You know how I know you knew? Because remember, I think it was like 2010. I was away. And I came back or something. And I found a Facebook message from she who must not be named, and you was trying to meet up with her.
Wait a minute.
Do you not recall this? And you claim it was innocent, that y'all was trying to like go to the bar or some crap. Mm-hmm.
First of all, no.
Let's bring the social media back in this. That's why.
I don't recall that.
Mm-hmm. Sure
I don't recall that. But you know, you kind of bold too. I ain't gonna bring it up. Everybody in my close circle, y'all know the beef. Y'all know the beef I got. I ain't gonna bring it up. But you know what? No, man. No, fuck all that. I'm not gonna bring it up. I'm not gonna bring it up. Because, you know, at the end of the day, I think I've done more than enough to earn some benefit of the doubt.
You do. I don't touch your phone now. I don't even recall the last time I went through your phone because I do trust you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think it's by choice though. I mean, it's like, I think you just like, you got so much shit going on that you got to give me the benefit of the doubt. But realistically,
I don't have time. I don't have time to be looking for stuff. I don't want to find it because I know you got a lot invested in this thing, this marriage. And so look, you already told me you would leave before cheating. So if you took that step, bruh, I'm gone. I'm gone.
Yeah, okay. You ain't going nowhere.
With the kids. We gone.
Yeah. Y'all hear everybody laughing about that? Mm-mm. Yeah. Taking my kids.
I'll be gone.
No, but I think you just got to a point where you're like, okay, I'm not going to find anything. And it's not that you're not going to find anything because I'm hiding anything. You're not going to find anything because there isn't anything.
Yep.
You know, so you would think that after all the crazy shit you used to do, like, you know, packing up my clothes and putting them in plastic bags at the door and shit, because you think I'm messing around with some girl at work, or, you know, creeping at my job.
Yeah, it was bad, guys.
Sitting in the lobby, watching me work, and, you know, on some goofy shit like that.
Blasting you on social media, telling you ain't no good.
Yeah, you was bad with that. And the crazy thing is, it's just like, I always laughed about that stuff. I always laughed it off, and I think that pissed you off more because you knew that I didn't care, that you cared so much about the shit you was mad about that I felt was so stupid, because you literally would be like, oh, you think it's funny. And then you got to one up the ante. So now you might tag me in some shit. Like, she would be so jealous of the most random thing that she would tag me in some shit and just be cussing me out. And I'm just like, all right, you know what? To this day, I still got my permission to tag on Facebook.
Yep. Dude, I got blocked so many times. He used to block me all the time.
Yeah, so everybody out there, if y'all remember, y'all be like, damn, I know these motherfuckers just talking about they just got engaged, and it just kept coming up. It'll come up once a year that we done got re-engaged, and that realistically, it ain't we got re-engaged. We probably just made up, you know, and we made up, but in our young minds, you know, and basically how we met, being that it was still like social media and stuff like that, we were just kind of like, oh, okay, so we sorry, but we acting out in real time, and it's like bad. Because I would be wanting to retaliate, but then I would just hit everybody up that I know was probably watching, be like, man, don't pay no attention to her, she being stupid, you know. And I spent a lot of time defending your ass. But nope, I'm content to an extent, but you know, well, because I had some trust issues with you before.
Talk about them.
What?
I didn't put my trust issues out. Talked about mine, so.
Well, no, it's just because, you know, women are more women are more vindictive. Not vindictive. That's not the word I'm looking for. Y'all are more. Y'all can cheat and be in a motherfucker face, and it's like nothing. And I feel like, you had certain people around me that you were romantically involved with.
Oh.
That all up in my space, on some foo lame shit, and then got the nerve to be like, oh, I didn't know that offended you. That's like how Dave Chappelle, like when he would, yeah, exactly. He would, yeah. She's laughing at me now. Because that was like how Dave Chappelle would do, basically, when he was talking about like the white friend, like, oh, I didn't know I could do that, officer. That's how you came at me, like, oh, I didn't. It's not a big deal. I'm in love with you. Da, 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 da.
I guess I kind of rationalized it like, well, you kind of did the same thing coming to Grand Valley with me.
Man, please. You lying.
Look, it's not my fault that you wasn't listening when I told you the story about he who must not be named. Okay.
Nah, you didn't tell me the story. And the crazy thing is, like, just being the guy that I am, I wasn't that mad about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm confident in my own, in my own skin and, and all that, whatever. But I was just more like, I just felt disrespected because I felt like I would have handled it the same if you'd have told me from jump, especially because I know that, he was going to possibly be in our circles anyway because he was a family friend. So it's just like one of those things, like, if you would have just gave me a heads up, then I would have been more like, okay. And it would have been weird. But at the same time, I ain't the guy. I'm not like I've never been like a confrontational person or somebody that's like,
right.
I just don't give my energy to certain things if it's not going to benefit me. And fighting over a girl that I already have, not have, you ain't nothing to be had, but you know what I'm saying,
I gotcha.
Fighting over something that I already have it. So it's like, why?
Point.
Yeah, why create that beef if that makes sense? Right. But yeah, man.
You had another bout of jealousy.
Yeah, well.
When I got picked up from work and I had a whole new phone number.
Yeah, but that was just more about respect. That's not. I mean, is it jealousy? No, that wasn't a trust thing because technically, I trust you. I always trust you.
See, you ain't trust your own kind. That's why. Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I didn't trust. I didn't trust the guys that are coming at you because, how many guys out there and fellas, y'all know. I mean, y'all can answer this, but how many dudes be in your girl's DM knowing that you in their life and vice versa. I mean, I know it's a lot of girls that do the same thing, but it's just like I feel like it's more prevalent with guys doing it to girls, and like you just got to sit there. Sometimes just sit there and take that shit because you can't fight. All these ninjas shooting their shot because what you gonna do? Like just look like an asshole? Well, look like a dumbass really because it's like if your girl is not entertaining them, then there's no issue, and that's how I always felt with you. So,
thank you.
Yeah, but see, you ain't reciprocate shit.
I did what? What are you talking about?
It took years.
No.
It took years. To this day, I don't really check my block list or anything like that because I'm not on Facebook that much. But periodically, I'll get on there.
Yep.
And I was like, damn, I don't remember blocking this girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't remember. I was like, oh man, no wonder I ain't seen them in a while. It be girls blocked. It be girls blocked that I'm actually friends with, like platonic. Like
if they posting anything where they showing too much skin, they getting blocked. Okay, that's to this day. So I don't go through your phone, but the time that I do, and I'm scrolling through them Facebook, and I see some half naked girl, she's getting blocked. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
That's how you feel?
That's how I feel.
That's whack as fuck.
Yep.
Because
so yeah, you'll find some black people. Yes, sir.
I will find some black people.
Blocked.
Oh. I thought you said black people. No. But no, I like I'll be on there like, okay. Black. I'm like, yeah, okay, they can stay. I mean, it's not. I'm not pressed about that. But then I'll be like, wait a minute. No, this is a friend for real friend. That's not right. Then I unblock them. I'm like, you know what though? I ain't gonna refriend them. No, I ain't gonna refriend them because I don't need no hateration or holleration in this dancery. Plus, I'm dealing with a cuckoo bird over here, so I don't need that smoke.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think it's that serious. Like, people make it out to be. Like, it's not that serious. And some couples are different. Some there's like complete trust, like, have guy friends, have girlfriends. And I'm like that. But for me, I just want to see it. I want to see it in person. So, like, I wouldn't want you to have no friend and then you start coming back like, yeah, I'm just hanging out with, with Devin. We'll use a dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hanging out with Devin, and Devin's cool. And yeah, Devin's just a work friend, and now we do this and now we do that, and it's just like, wait a minute, I've never met Devin. I need to hang with Devin a few times to make sure ain't shit up.
Right.
And I feel like that's how it should be.
And I apologize to all your female friends that I did push away. I am truly sorry. I do realize that you guys were just really platonic friends.
Man, that's what I'm saying, because man, I tried to bring them around and do that and introduce you and hang out, but.
I wasn't going. I wasn't in the right mental space for that. I couldn't handle it. At that point in my life, I didn't think if you had a girl, you didn't need female friends. For what? For what? I should be all the female you need.
Man, listen to this. Listen to that growth, y'all. Listen to that growth.
They gonna sound effects.
Man, I'm loving the sound effects. No, but I agree. But at the same time, like I said, I think you needed to go. All of that need to happen. That's fine. It is what it is now. I think everybody, we're older now, and we kind of look at it like, what it is. I mean, whatever. And realistically, we got, I'm getting back connected slowly but surely with some of my friends from back in the day. So I'm thankful for that. And we just. We growing now. We growing and moving. But I am glad that you are, like, you lightened up on the I'm not,
the big J.
The
jealousy.
I ain't gonna say you done. I'm not gonna say you're completely done with it though, because you still have some interesting thoughts about certain things, and you still periodically will, when you mad, say some stupid shit, like, you can give the people an example of some stupid shit you would say when you mad at me. Let's hear. Exactly.
If I see you browsing or, I saw you looking, because I'm the type of girl that if I see a nice looking girl, I'm going to look. But if I see his ass looking, then he has a problem, because then I got to check him.
That's not fair.
Look, I know the eyes, you're going to look. It's understandable. But I don't want you looking and making it obvious, is what I'm saying. Do your little peep look and be gone. You be seeing stuff that I don't even see, because when I'm with you, I have tunnel vision. I'm not looking at anybody. You'll be like, you seen that dude right there? I'll be like, no, I'm with you. Why do I need to look at him? So when you say, oh, did you see her? And I'm like, well, why are you even looking?
Because I'm just a concerned citizen, just like you are, pretty much. But I agree. When I'm with you, I'm not looking around either. But like, I am a dude, so like, if some ass walk by me, and I'm not, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at it and say, damn, did you see, girl? Like, I'm gonna say most
of the time I'm saying it now. I'm like, God damn, her ass big.
Yeah, like you did that lady at Great Wolf.
Dude, her butt was. I was like, my thing looked like a little tutu, but compared to that thing, it was huge. You heard me.
Yeah, and you got some yams, you know. If
Well, she brought the whole cow. If I got a yam,
you got that trunk. Woo-wee.
oh my gosh.
But no, listen. And that's I guess that's my next point. It really just comes down to transparency in your relationship, like especially in this new age of dating where, you know, we get information so fast. We're able to read a whole article in 5 minutes because it's on our phone wherever we at. We got shit that can read for us. We got the news, Twitter, whatever. It's so much data we can get, and so that's how we consume things now. So it's hard to. I feel like it's harder to cheat, and it's harder to get away with stuff now because everything is so accessible. So it's almost like, what's the point? Like, am I really, you know, even if I was thinking about doing some stupid shit, I always think about like, somebody somewhere is gonna put it out there on the web or something like that, and then they're gonna find out about it, and I might have to deal with that one day, and then that's how it is now. So it's like, yeah, I think it's hey, take my phone, my passwords, whatever the case may be, because I don't have anything to hide, and I think it helps, you know, kind of be, you know, helps us be more like level-headed and like less caring about like, okay, are you cheating on me? Would you cheat on me if you go in here, if you go in there, whatever the case may be? So.
Right. Yep. And we definitely got to that point because I know I'm pushing you out sometimes. If a family member say, hey, I want to go out, I'm like, you want to go with them? Go ahead. If you have
that ain't how it started.
Oh, hell no.
You can ask DJ. He'll tell you.
Oh my gosh, man, I could. DJ, I'm sorry, I love you, but man, you was the worst friend back in the day because you wanted him to go out every weekend, and I was not for it.
Man, I wanted to go out every weekend.
Not when I had to sit in the house by myself, twiddling my thumbs, and you out there doing who knows what. Because back in the day, okay, let's talk about that. Juking. I don't know what the young people call it now, but juking.
We didn't call it juking when we
grinding. Well, it must be a Chicago term. Juking, slow grinding, dry sex, whatever you want to call it. Call a spade a spade. I knew you was out there doing. You were dancing. Don't say that you wasn't. It's all right now.
I was like two-stepping, like, you know, with my drink.
No,
you know.
You might have just to play, act like you wasn't liking it. But I didn't like that. And I didn't like to even think that you was out there doing that. Because you shouldn't be rubbing that against nobody but me.
And it wasn't. It was rubbing against my boxers. And then it was rubbing against my jeans.
Nope.
And then my jeans would be rubbing against my forearm because sometimes I hit them with the
So we talking about trust issues that fueled my trust issues. That was an anchor. It held it up. It lingered because every weekend here comes our lovely friend DJ. Hey, let's go out. When he got
as he should.
When he got into a relationship, guys, I was so ecstatic.
She was thrilled.
I'm like, yes, we can do couples things.
I wasn't thrilled though because that was my last lifeline to the real world. Like I felt like no bullshit. Like DJ was my last. He was my last string to a single life that I was still holding on to. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, yes, I got friends that's single, and I'm gonna be out here, you know, acting like a controlled fuckboy. I was very well controlled, being well behaved. But man, it was just something about like just being able to like, okay, go out with the guys. And to you, I know you felt like, well, you know, what you need to go out for. But I don't know.
Correct. I'm
in college. That's why I need to go out. That's a good answer. That should be a good answer right there. You know, and your ass be sitting there studying these physics tests and all that stuff like that.
I was a bookworm.
That ain't my problem. This chick bought her homework to Manistee National Forest to go camping with us. And she out there doing homework. And family, if you listening, y'all remember how she used to sit and do homework while we trying to camp and do camping shit. out in Manistee National Forest.
I was never a C student. Okay.
Yeah, but hey, we all end up in the same damn place, and I got worse grades than you.
Yep.
So I don't want to hear it. But no, I don't know. You I needed DJ. So no, I wasn't happy when he got in a relationship because you was like, oh yeah, and then we had to hang out with him and his girl, and all the time.
I loved it.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
And we had a lot of couples like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of my favorite couples. Johnny and Amanda, still going strong.
Yeah.
Yep. James. Ooh, wait, hold on. I'm forgetting her name. Nope. Aisha.
Sorry, James.
James was way back when I was still working at Meyer.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. But yeah, we did. We had some great couple friends that we hung out with.
I'm gonna have to hit him up on Xbox because he's still on there. But and now we still have a couple friends, our best friends. You know, the Martins, the Clarks. Yep. I was gonna say that Cole and Jessica.
Yep.
I mean, Tony and Janessa. We you know we're like in this space where like we're the old couple, and we
got
are
miles on us.
Yeah. Even we ain't the oldest in that circle of friends, but
the longest together.
One of the longest. Dwight and them been together forever.
Oh, you talking about that?
Everybody.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah.
Forever. But yeah, I mean, so I mean, I'm at this point where it's like, yeah, take my phone, take my cars, you can track my location, whatever, because I'm not doing nothing.
Yep. And
life is easier that way. But I had to have that freedom of being able to go out with DJ. Period. I needed that. Shit.
Yep. Yeah. All until I was getting good at it. I was getting okay with it. And then you had went out with Tony that one day, and I woke up when y'all came in, and you was talking about what?
I wasn't talking about nothing.
What was you out there talking about?
I was talking about some shit that you wasn't supposed to hear. You supposed to be asleep. This 2-3 in the morning.
And all shit hit the fan then.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
Well, not for me.
It didn't for you. This guy was out there talking about, yeah, I still got it. I can still pull beeps. Okay.
Don't be a hater.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, really? Who you out there pulling? What do you mean you still got it? You still got what? Because you in a relationship, okay? So what you out there pulling?
That was, what you had picked up on was the tail end of a conversation I was talking to Tony about. That was about a movie that we had saw.
Oh, crap.
That was on. That was on Lifetime.
Bro, please.
You hadn't seen it yet. But no, I think every, and you know, I remember when Aisha Curry had this situation come up. I think every now and then, it's not jealous. It's not being jealous, because when I do things, I always keep you in mind and kids in mind. You know, just because I know if you was out here doing it, like you said, yeah, I wouldn't like it. But you know, every now and then, you got to go fishing. You know, men, we born to fish. You know, it's in the Bible somewhere about fishing. Teach a man to fish, and he gonna fish. He gonna make some fish, some perch, and some tilapia and all of that good shit. So
I want some catfish that we can't find in Washington. But continue.
But so, you know, sometimes periodically I'd be like, okay, I need to see. You know, it's just more validation. No different. It's no different from when, you know, a married woman put the freakum dress on every now and then, you know, and just go out and say, I'm sexy. I want to look sexy and feel sexy. So it's more like just me saying like, okay, women still think I'm attractive. Because sometimes that gets lost on you when you're in a long-term relationship, because you only dealing with one person for so long. It's just like, okay, am I still cute? Wait, this chick gonna cheat on me, whatever, you know? And so that's just how I looked at it. So you caught that at a bad time. That's you. Yeah. And but you was minding your damn business, and you wouldn't heard nothing. You wouldn't heard none of that.
I can dig that. I feel that. I do. I had gotten to a point where when I got with you, I didn't care anymore. I had stopped putting on makeup and everything. I'm like, well, I got you. But then I realized, sometimes I just need to look good for myself. Not just for you, because you're gonna think I look good. But let me look good for myself. And let me, beef myself up so I can feel good and feel confident and feel sexy. So I totally understand where you're coming from now.
Exactly. Because you didn't act like it before. You didn't act like it before because I think in your mind, all you heard was, I still got it. And that's when you tell that story, because you'd have told it to everybody.
I sure do.
You leave out the parts where, shit, I don't even know how long you was sitting there listening. You probably was there for a minute.
Yep.
In my damn business.
Yep.
So that's your problem. Keisha Cole said she might as well have cheated on you. Much as you accuse me of cheating, I might as well have. I was at that point. Like when that happened, I was just like, man, come on. Like I can't catch a break. I cannot catch a break. But at the same time, it's just like, you know what? I'm not doing nothing wrong. And so I started getting defiant. I would start getting defiant. I was like, you know what? Take the phone. Let me know what you find. Talking shit back. But Kiara always got to have the last word. So, of course, she tried to go lower. She tried to hit lower. Bring up old stuff. We be arguing about some shit that happened years ago, and she wanna talk about it now.
Hey, everything is fuel.
So that's mind your damn business. That you learn to listen. Stay out my conversation. But no, be transparent.
Hey, ladies, do you guys, eavesdrop on your man's having man talk, guy talk? Do your man have a man cave? Because mine do.
Yes, sir. We in it right now. One day I'm gonna pick the camera up and I'm gonna give y'all a tour of the studio. But if y'all check out my live streams, right. I live stream my DJ sets every Thursday night and then every Sunday night. And then I also stream my video gaming all on twitch.tv/CJ from the ski. And Kiara gonna be on there too at some point streaming her games. Because y'all, she play games too.
I do. Only certain games though. I'm not a true gamer. I'm more of a shooter game. Call of Duty, that's my jam. And then I like zombie games. So those are my games. Yeah,
and we're gonna talk about gaming and relationships.
Yep.
Because yo psycho ass you almost ruined that for us too. We gonna say that for another episode, but
man, we got stories, y'all.
Yeah, but it's about that time we wrap this thing on up. But before we go, if you like what you hear, you want to give us some show ideas, feel free to DM us on our social media handles. They should all be on the screen. At CJ from the Ski on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Twitch. And then,
you said Twitch.
Yeah, I said Twitch. But then yours is Kiara _ the letter 2, and then just the letter U. Mm-hmm. I said the letter 2. Yeah. The letter 2.
The number 2.
Kiara the number 2. Wait,
Kiara _ 2.
Hey, just look at the damn screen.
U _
Yeah. Kiara 2 right. U _
That's right.
Wait, Kiara. Okay. Anyway.
Man, listen. All right. Anywho.
And here go my handles, y'all. So y'all CJ from the Ski. All one word.
And as we close out this episode, I just want to pose that question to you guys. Do you have the codes, passcode, fingerprint, biometrical scan, what have you, to your significant other? And if so, how long did it take you to get to that point?
Yeah, well, for us, it took a little longer because she was a cuckoo bird, but
past tense.
Yep, but hey, thanks for rocking with us. We're about to log off. Catch y'all next week. And this is another episode of Love Social.
Love you guys, and out.
Love you. I don't love y'all. I don't know y'all.
We love you guys.